Hi, I'm going to be making a liquid laundry soap today and sharing one of my recipes with you. Quick disclaimer, this is not a beginner soap making recipe. This is an advanced recipe, and before you do this, you should have already mastered cold process and hot process soap making. I've been making laundry soap for over a year now. I've been completely off commercial laundry products. Now, if you do the math for this recipe, you will notice that we are using a 9 to 10% lye excess. You may be wondering why, and if this is going to be a very harsh soap. Well, the reason why is that it's also going to be diluted and neutralized in the end, and we are going to be left with a wonderful laundry soap in the end. Hello, we're getting ready to mix the lye. Yay! Make sure you have your goggles on and your gloves and well-ventilated area, but I am wearing a mask because I do this over the sink. I recommend you do this over the sink to prevent spills. Also, a good thing for you to do is to keep a large bottle of distilled vinegar nearby to neutralize any possible spills. Now, if it does spill, this is safe for the sink. It'll pretty much be like pouring Drano down. Okay, now it's all mixed up. We're going to let it cool down for a little while. Okay, I'm ready to mix. A lot of the beginning stages are a lot like cold process soap making and hot process soap making. After so much stirring, the soap is at a light trace. The crock pot is still on. You will see separation. You will see lye bubbles floating on the top. That's all normal. The tendency to want to separate, just keep stirring. Keep stirring through that until you get a thick trace. We're at more of a medium trace now, but keep stirring and it will keep trying to separate. Just keep stirring. This takes a while. When you get to thick trace, go ahead and pop the lid on. Come back every 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to separate. Keep stirring it back up. 15 minutes has passed, and you can see some separation has occurred. So we are going to stir it up until it looks creamy again. Okay, it took me a couple of minutes, not very long, but you really have to whip it good, and this is what you come to. Only now, it's going to be too hard to use the stick blender, so now is when you're going to need your stainless steel spoon. Remember, do not use an aluminum spoon. Aluminum will react with the soap. Also, do not use a wooden spoon. The wooden spoon will be eaten up by the excess lye that is in this soap mixture, and continue to wear your goggles. It's been another 20 minutes and we're going to go back and stir it. I just want to take a moment to talk about temperature. During this whole process, you want to be working with temperatures between 140 and 180, and each time you stir it, it's a good idea to take the temperature and adjust as necessary. Here's what we've got. Looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Another 20 minutes, another stir. I'm now stirring every 30 minutes. If you've been keeping track of the time, you would know that we've been working on this soap for about 3 hours now. It's at about 178. I'm going to leave the lid off. You can see it starting to turn a translucent color, whereas before it looked creamy. It's starting to look translucent. It looks kind of like Vaseline. When you start to see your soap getting translucent, you can start to test and see if it's done. You take 1 ounce of soap paste to 2 ounces of water. All measurements are weighed. You mix it up until it's evenly dissolved. Yay, I can read it. That means, you know, I'm pretty much done. So time to dilute the paste. Okay, as we begin our diluting, we're going to take 30 ounces of boiling water that I just got from my kettle. And we are going to put it in and stir it up. This takes a little while. You know, this may take an hour or longer for it to take this first bit of water. But we're going to start with 30 ounces of water, and later on we're going to add some more water. I'm going to turn the crock off. Okay, it's an hour or two later, and I'm still diluting the paste, and it's getting a little thicker, the water, but still has a long way to go. You're going to add about another 30 ounces of water, boiling. Break up the solid pieces to get as much surface area as possible. Put the lid on, and I'll see you tomorrow. It is the next day. The soap has not completely turned to liquid. There are still some solid pieces. Submerge your stick blender and start mixing it. Break up this soap and also turn your Crockpot on, get it started to warm up. After a couple minutes of blending, it starts to get more uniformly liquid. It also starts to look a little bit cloudy, and that cloudiness will settle out. It's about 180 degrees now. That's what you want it to be. Water to at least 180 degrees. This is currently 190 degrees. Boiling is also okay. Mix in 1 full cup of borax. And we're going to pour it in the soap. And blend it up till it's even. And it will be like a translucent color when it's all done. It's getting close. We're almost there. Go ahead and let your soap cook for about another hour. Okay, here is what the soap looks like now. So now it's cooked for an hour after being neutralized. We're going to go ahead and turn off the Crockpot and let it cool down. The Crockpot is off now, but the soap is still hot, and I am going to add some fragrance oil. I am going to add sandalwood because it is a personal favorite of mine, and I think it smells nice right now. So I'm done, and I'm just going to let it cool down. By the time it cools down, these few pieces of solid soap or soap paste that are left will become absorbed into the liquid, and I'll be ready to pour it into the container. Okay, my soap is now cooled down to 120 degrees, which is about the temperature of a warm bath. This is my container I'm going to use. I reuse the same one every time, and you can see I still have a little bit of the laundry soap from the last batch. This is a 1-gallon container, and this is a 2-ounce pump. Half a pump, or 1 ounce, is enough for your average load of laundry. Extra soiled loads will get a full pump, or 2 ounces. Welcome to my laundry room. I'm ready to use the soap. Yay! I know it's dark in here. A little darker. I'm trying to get in the machine, but you can see that it lathers very nice. And now I'm ready to do some laundry. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd like to help you make your own laundry soap too. I'm going to be making some liquid laundry soap today. Okay, now I hope I haven't scared anyone away. Yeah. Do you want to be in my video singing? I always forget what I'm going to say. I'm going to edit that out. Ah! They're making all this noise. So it's really... Law!